think I messed up again.
It's never been easier to start a podcast.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, a lot of people on the internet believe that you are my boss because
What am I watching here? Huh.
The member of the Mossad, and she really looked into the process, and it was incredibly interesting.
You folded that one
So
all by
what I want to
yourself?
do now is I wanted
No,
to
not too
bring
hard.
someone
Oh, see,
in
that's too hard.
to explore an area where I
Yeah,
am completely
and you turn
clueless.
it, yeah.
I mean, completely in the dark, and I wanted
Oh, it's
somebody
turning.
to kind of
Did you
walk
bend
me
it? It's got a
through
curve or
an
something.
area of study
Make sure it's all
that I know
straight.
nothing about, just like
Yeah,
Bari
really
did.
crooked.
So I want to thank you for coming,
see how
Chloe.
it
You
doesn't
work
come
at
even?
Dairy Queen.
That is true, yes.
What is Dairy Queen in your mind? What is it? Because people say that they serve
I don't
ice
know about
cream
that.
there, and I'm not
Yeah.
even super sure what that is.
What's ice cream?
Yeah, what
You
is
gonna
ice
start
cream?
working? Is the mouse on?
Like, what is
The
it?
mouse is on.
Oh,
There it goes.
it's like the frozen dessert ice cream.
Like a little treat.
It is a
I
treat,
think my guy needs to lose
Like a
some weight.
frozen kind of it's like an ice.
It's sweet. It can be soft or hard. It's chocolate, vanilla.
And those are
the flavors.
Flavors.
Yeah.
So there's different flavors of ice cream.
There's many flavors of ice cream.
So that's something interesting to know too.
Sure, yeah.
Now, what is Dairy Queen to ice cream? What do they do?
Dairy Queen, it's a pretty popular franchise here in America. I'm pretty sure it's global, actually.
So it's an ice cream store.
Sure, yeah, we're known for that. We also sell like burgers and.
So if I wanted to, I could get ice cream at Dairy Queen.
Yes.
What would be some of the ice cream varieties at Dairy? What's a fun thing people like there?
You know, some people just get the vanilla classic.
Yeah.
We do something called the Blizzard.
Now, what is that?
That, I'm surprised you don't. A lot of people know about the Blizzard. It's we
Blizzard.
hold it upside down. Have you seen that?
Does it involve candy?
That's pretty good.
There's chopped candies in it.
That looks like a good
Yeah.
one.
This is ringing a bell to me now.
Look at that.
And
You
they
see it
go
fly?
in the ice cream.
We
Yeah.
mix it in.
It did.
You mix the candy in the ice cream,
Yeah,
and then
get
I, if I wanted to, could
Get
buy.
the chair.
Because I wanted to have someone on, because I don't know what this is. This ice cream and candy and the ice cream at this Dairy Queen. What is it? And so many people are curious about it. I don't know anything about it. I've never had it, been near it, gone near it. Don't think I've ever met anyone who's had ice cream or even worked at an ice cream store. So for someone like you to come in, again, me knowing absolutely nothing about ice cream and having never met a human being who's eaten ice cream or sold it or blackmailed anyone with it, for you to come in and just take us through this new strange world is super cool. Whoa. What do you like about ice cream? What do people like about ice cream?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working there a long time, but it seems to make people happy. You know, they come in.
There's sugar in it, maybe.
There's a lot of sugar in it. It's
There's
not
a lot
a
of
diet.
sugar.
I
food.
should try sugar.
Yeah, in moderation.
At one time, I want to try it. What would it be like to try the sugar?
It's good. It's a good experience.
I'd feel good.
Yeah, you would feel good. A lot of people they come a lot. They get it often.
I've never even seen it.
It's really, it's kind of unbelievable.
I know so many people think that I like eat ice cream all the time or like talk about it or like a lot of my friends eat it. Like we eat it together and like we'll get it and eat it in the car. Sometimes I'll eat it by myself or like I've loved it forever and like I was raised to love ice cream and like no matter what, I'll always like ice cream even though I know I shouldn't eat it. People think that. But really, I've never had it and don't even know what it is.
I've never met anyone who doesn't know what ice cream is, but it's pretty. You should definitely try it. It's people enjoy it.
So you're saying ice cream is a dessert that people have after a meal?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
What would it be like, you know, to eat it? What does it feel like?
I think you would know because you're doing it right now.
How? Doing what?
You're doing it right now.
You are eating ice cream right now.
How would I know I'm eating ice cream?
You don't know that you're eating ice cream right now?
Well, it's secret, right? I mean, that's the whole premise of the whole thing. Is like, you could be eating ice cream and not even know you're eating it. That's the whole point, from what I hear. I'm just saying. You ever kill anyone at Dairy Queen? Some people gotta get it. I love Cozy Earth. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I'm telling you right now, the epitome of Cozy Earth is that they have nailed comfort with their bamboo joggers.
8:30 bedtime.
And their everywhere pant, next level. I love the joggers.
Yeah.
You can wear them anywhere. They're so comfortable, they're breathable, they're light, yet you can also wear them anywhere you want to go, even if it's a fancier thing. They fit into the lifestyle because they're so damn versatile. My friends and family love Cozy Earth. They go, what are these pants? I go, they're the anywhere pant. Everywhere. Go to CozyEarth.com and use my code TAM for 40% off. The best pants, joggers, shirts, everything. And if you get a post-purchase survey, tell them you heard about Cozy Earth right here. Built for real life, made to keep up with yours. Cozy Earth. Cozy Earth. It's cozy. Put on the pants. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show. Everybody's up in arms over Tylenol. If you want to take it, take it. It's just a recommendation from RFK and Dr. Kennedy and our president. And if you don't, my mother took a lot of Sudafed. My mother was addicted, God love her, to over-the-counter pharmaceuticals. And one of the things in our country that we don't realize is that you can be addicted to over-the-counter pharmaceuticals, truly. My mother also liked Percocet and Vicodin and things that were behind the glass. But it was also a lot of over-the-counter pharmaceuticals that mother got into. Sudafed at one time was just kind of an over-the-counter, grab and go, pep in her step, put a little pep in her step. A lot of people say Trump likes it too. But RFK has now come out and said people are autistic because mothers, when they are pregnant, take Tylenol, which makes the children autistic. Let's listen to, this is RFK Jr., the head of the MAHA movement, the Make America Healthy Again movement, talking about the dangers, hidden dangers in taking Tylenol. And here's the way I feel about it, folks. I think you got to do what you want to do out there. I'm a big fan of personal responsibility. If your kid comes out autistic and it's a genius, well, then you did the right thing. If it's one of them where it's,
Then please
and
do what your mom says. Come on, guys.
We all know Not all of them are. If your kid's a little Rain
Everyone's
Man,
gonna be super
you
sad.
count all the marbles on the floor quickly. It's a fun party trick. Everyone likes it. He's a little quiet, a little off to himself. Fine. But I have friends, and they had kids late in life. And their children, I mean, God, it's like something out of Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry. It is something out of Lord of the Rings. It's like an orc. It's just like... And I mean, I don't want that. Nobody wants that. So if you take a lot of Tylenol and your kid comes in and it's making the sounds that usually get made during the Battle of Helm's Deep, then I don't want it in my home, and I will call it it. So, Dr. Kennedy here, he's the guy. He's Tylenol. If you take Tylenol while you're pregnant, your child will come out. It will not be able to wipe itself. It will not be able to speak. It will not be able to go on a date. It will not be able to eat a pizza. It will not be able to do anything. It will just, it'll scream like an orc from the Battle of Helm's Deep, Lord of the Rings, where the orcs came from hell and they flew and they screamed loud. Dr. Kennedy.
Yeah,
is he a
they gotta
doctor?
make it
Maybe not.
happen.
Who cares? Dr. Kennedy.
Or else it just
Findings
ends
from
up
our
being
autism
lost.
work that are vital for parents to know as they make these decisions.
Correct.
First, HHS will act on acetaminophen. The FDA is responding to clinical and laboratory studies that suggest a potential association between acetaminophen use during pregnancy and adverse neurodevelopmental outcomes, including later diagnosis for ADHD and autism. Scientists have proposed biological mechanisms linking.
Hey, you guys need to look. Where might it be?
Altered brain development.
They,
We have also
okay,
evaluated the
tried to
contrary
help.
studies that
Sorry.
show no association.
Not anymore.
The FDA will issue a physician's notice
No,
of
I
the
was gonna
risk
try to
of
help with
acetaminophen
that.
during
Oof.
pregnancy and
I was
begin the
gonna go help
process
them
to
look
initiate a
and-
safety label change.
Right. Nope.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
all
keep
it is.
playing my game.
Folks, it's a fake controversy. It's fake. You don't have to. You want to take it? Take it.
Sorry.
You want to eat it? Eat it. Eat it if you want it. Who gives a fuck? By the way, you want to drink when you're pregnant? Drink. I have friends with fetal alcohol syndrome. They have small heads and sunken in eyes, but they've got heart. No, they have heart. I have friends whose mother couldn't get off the bottle for the first 4 to 5 because she didn't know she was pregnant. I think it's because she couldn't go through Christmas without a couple of pops to get warm and toasty. But you know what? I have friends with fetal alcohol syndrome with sunken in eyes and beady little eyes that are sunken deep in their skull, and they're tiny and they haven't grown and they're kind of malnourished and gremlin-like, and they have heart. They have heart. It
That's
doesn't
the new
matter.
comedy
Smoke,
style, and it's starting to get a little
Tylenol,
old.
low
It's
birth
funny,
weight.
but
Listen,
like that kind of
it's-
just rambling.
it all comes out in the wash.
Just, you know what I mean? Type.
That's what it really
I
is. When you have a
noticed it
kid,
today.
it all
I think
comes out in the
Theo Von.
wash. So
I mean, I
doesn't
like Theo,
really
everyone
matter
likes
what
Theo,
you
but then,
do.
yeah, it kind of wears out kind of quick. That same
I
old.
have friends. I know people, they've done everything for their child. Everything. I mean, the right school, the right little baby Einstein, that thing. You know, I wish you could bet. For example, wouldn't it be great if Kalshi, the world's greatest betting website, you were able to bet on if they were going, if the manufacturer of Tylenol would sue Trump, because a lot of people are speculating that they will. On Kalshi.com, you might be able to do that. But what I was speaking about is, like, I have friends and they've done everything for their kids. The baby Einstein, what is it? That the baby Mozart, they play.
Hey, Catalina, baby, it's me, Carl Johnson. Hey, baby, I'm sorry. We got off on the wrong foot. I had a rough time, baby. You know, maybe I was a little harsh. Please forgive me. Come on, baby. Open up the door. Shit. Is she here? I don't see her. Come on, baby. Don't be mad. Baby, please. Baby, without you, there is no Carl Johnson. Damn, man. Shit. Now where's the stupid bitch?
Here, cabrón. Who's the bitch now, eh?
Oh, baby. I'm so sorry, baby.
What was that?
You so right. Please forgive me, baby. Just don't fucking shoot me, please.
You think you're sorry? Huh? How you going to prove you're sorry?
Come on now, baby. Come on. I'm gonna play with you so rough, baby.
Keep talking.
Yeah. And I'll take you to rob banks and shit.
Oh?
And, you know, I'll let you kill anyone you want to kill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna treat you right, baby. Shit. Just, come on. Just please don't shoot
Carl,
me.
I think I love you.
Shit, that's great. Cool. Yeah, fantastic. Shit, all that, you wanna go rob some shit, baby? Hey, what we got left?
Are you stupid? Did you forget already? The bank in Palomino Creek, the liquor store in Blueberry, or the betting shop in Montgomery.
Okay, well this time we gonna do it real chill. No crazy psycho shit, baby.
Speak for yourself, soft boy. Today, I feel like killing all the men I meet.
Oh,
Yeah, they
baby.
play Mozart for the child when it's in utero, it's in the womb, and then the
baby.
baby's listening to
Don't
music.
worry,
And you know what the
taking
baby's
extremely
doing
worse than all
now?
the men in my life. Now talk
Heroin.
faster.
Okay? You can do everything you
Good
want
job.
for your child, and then it grows up to be dating a furry and shooting Charlie Kirk. So it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything. Take the acetaminophen or don't. Smash it, snort it, put it in your ass. I'm telling you, it's a lotto with these fucking kids out there. It's a goddamn lotto. Sure, there are things you can do to increase your chances. I know so many families. One kid, great. Next kid, stealing money, doing drugs, dating hookers, in jail. The other kid, nice guy, working hard, has a wife, couple of kids, likes golf. You don't know which way it's gonna go. So maybe you look at this and you go, maybe I'll take a little less Tylenol when I'm pregnant with little Billy. Maybe give little Billy a shot. Maybe deal with your back pain another way. Get a couple of compresses, hot compresses, and give little Billy a shot. You don't want him running around the school like a nut. There was this guy named Charles. We went to school with this little guy, and he'd run in like a nut.
Like the last place?
This is true.
Cowboy assholes.
We were in,
Hang back
we were
a
in
while. See what's
second
what.
grade. My second grade teacher, Mrs. Straylaw, had an accident because she was thrown off a horse. Which is why I don't think people should do that lightly. Get on horses. That's a whole nother thing. But she was thrown off the horse and had a spinal. She had a spinal thing. And it deeply affected her. But my grandmother loved her. And my grandmother was close with all of these teachers, like a coven of witches. But they loved each other and they were teachers, you know? And my grandmother was an old school teacher, you know? She did the work, you know what I mean? And she wasn't, having sex with the children like the new ones, okay? She wasn't showing up in a furry costume and filming child porn like the new teachers do. They're in the class filming child pornography. My grandmother was teaching the kids about science. We had a kid named Charles, and he was this little guy. And he was a little guy with black hair, jet black hair. Looked looked like some kind of animal, like a Tasmanian devil. And we were in second grade. And my teacher, again, was thrown off a horse. He would come and we had those little desks you would open. And he would come and there was something inside of him, Charles. He had a troubled life. There's many people out there with trouble. And he would come in and he would throw everything. He'd open his desk and he'd throw it and he'd go, rah, rah, like a beast. And he would throw everything out of his desk. And he would scare people, and then some people would kind of cheer him on. Eventually we started to ignore him because it was so commonplace. He would literally come in and go, rah! And the teacher would go, Charles! And go to the principal's office, Charles. And he was like this little beast. And then he would see what he had done, like he had thrown everything, and he was just brooding and angry. And then the principal would come and say, Charles! He would use his last name, Mr. Da-da-da.
Man, she's not dropping
And
this guy.
I saw once the gym teacher grabbed him.
That thing right next to
So he
my
was
ear.
flipping out, and the gym teacher just kind of grabbed him like bear hug.
That seemed a little
Just,
involuntary.
get him, try to calm him down. And Charles just was like, you could see his face just rage.
There's another thing where
Something
I
in
gotta
him
be
he couldn't control. He
in a
was
certain
angry.
position or something for
He was
actually.
angry, is my point. So what I'm saying is just hold it down on the Tylenol. Don't go nuts with it. You know what I mean? It's stop with the party with these over-the-counter drugs. Because some of these kids are having real problems out there. They're having real issues. And Charles was an Italian, and we feel bad for him, and we want him to do well. I don't know where he is now. Probably in jail or on the streets. That's where a lot of these kids end up now. They're on the street, and they become a street person. Because there's nowhere to go if your mother is doped up on Tylenol.
Man, he's driving pretty fast.
Because it's a respected drug, and she's all acetaminophen out. Let's listen. Who's this? What's this going on?
That's moms on TikTok that are protesting.
And by taking Tylenol and turning their children into Charles.
Yeah.
28 weeks pregnant. You know what I'm gonna take? Some Tylenol, acetaminophen.
Here's how dumb these people are. By the way, it's not illegal. It's not a protest. What you're doing is nothing. No one cares about you or your child. No one cares about anything. There's a suggestion maybe that there's a causal link here, and that's it. And then they have to flip out. Okay, you don't do it. Then take all the Tylenol you want, but you're taking it. You're taking Tylenol when you don't need it. Well, that's stupid, you dumb bitch. Because people would like Tylenol in Gaza. Well, don't you think? I think it's a little better reason to take Tylenol than, oh, I'm mad at the president, I'm taking a protest, handful of Tylenol. Oh, I need some Tylenol. My building blew up. That's a better reason to have Tylenol. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth orders rare urgent meeting of hundreds of military generals and admirals on short notice for unstated reason. I'm going to tell you right now, I know what it is. I have contacts at the highest level of government. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War, not Defense Secretary, he's now the Secretary of War. You know, the thing that Trump got elected to not have?
Not do?
Well, we've changed one of the departments in our government to the name War, which might make you think we're actually going to get into more of them. Fun! Pete Hegseth is calling all of these generals and admirals, okay, to a meeting in Quantico, and he's calling them all together. And I know this, high levels of the government. He's coming out as gay. He's coming out as gay to these people. And he's going to say, I want you to hear it from me. I'm a homosexual. I'm a gay American. He's going to say what Kevin Spacey said. He's going to say, I'm a gay American, and I hope that doesn't change what you guys think of me. No, he's going to give them some talk about the core values of the whatever. What core values? Bombing these Venezuelans that we say are trafficking drugs, whether they are or not. We're just like lobbing bombs at Venezuelan fishermen. I mean, what core values? Trump, by the way, just said to Zelensky, you can win all your territory back. Like, as a friend of mine said, he's like a devil at the casino. Going, well, you've lost one kid's college education. How about you win it all back? Trump literally said to Zelensky, you can win all of the territory back that Russia took. Basically saying, no fucking peace, all out, total war. Russia's, like their drones are out, they're buzzing the airspace of Denmark and Poland. There's drone sightings. Everybody's real hot right now. Things are getting ready to get ugly, to spill over into a war. Russia has felt, rightly or wrongly, by the way, I'm not telling you what is right or wrong, I'm telling you how they feel. They have felt that they have been in a war with NATO for a while, an unofficial, undeclared war. Now, it is looking like it is going to spill over into an official, declared war. Russia is a formidable country with the largest nuclear arsenal in the world. They're obviously not anywhere near as capable militarily as the United States or China. But when you have a bunch of nukes, you wonder how much that matters. They act as a pretty strong deterrent. If anybody breaches the territorial integrity of Russia or threatens Russia's existence as a free nation, I'm not saying Russia's free, but in their minds, obviously, they're saying we're free of foreign control. We're not controlled by China. We're not controlled by the United States. We're going to stay that way. And if they feel threatened and that one of those things is some type of possibility, who knows how they'll react. So Donald Trump, the peacetime president, literally coming out and telling Zelensky, by the way, you can win all your territory back. Spin the wheel. Get up the commercial for Foxwoods, by the way. This was the commercial that they used to play for boomers on Long Island to get them to go to the great Foxwoods, Connecticut in casino, and you'll see me there eventually, or Mohegan Sun, whatever. I don't know what we're doing.
It's like it was made.
Both of those casinos are great.
It was made confusing.
But get up the Foxwoods commercial, because this is the commercial that I guess I think of when Trump is telling Zelensky, hey, buddy, you might as well pop the cork, spin the wheel, and see if you can win your territory back. Here it is, everybody. This is Donald Trump to Zelensky in the Ukraine, telling him, why not? Life is short. Life is sweet. There's bodies all over the Ukraine, by the way. They're scattered. There's limbs everywhere. Young men are dead. Women are dead. Children are dead. Nobody cares. It's an abject, amoral situation. Journalists are dead. Everybody's dead. And we are consistently stoking the fires of this. And now Donald Trump, again,
all right, done playing.
Instead of telling Zelensky, we gotta fucking, he goes, you can actually win it all back. And this is the song that was playing as Donald Trump spoke to Zelensky. Let's go.
No, it's got me going. I don't know where I'm going to.
Finger snapping, spin the wheel around.
I have no idea where I'm going to. There's water over there. How is there water? There's supposed to be. Wait, what is happening? Oh, it's water. Also, there's a road down there.
Let's fight a war. Wonder of it all.
Okay.
Lucky 7, cut yourself a piece of heaven.
You could win it all.
That was hidden completely by the hip.
You could win it all, baby. Couple of heads explode. Or you could lose your country. Whatever. Spin it. Roll the dice, baby. What's it all for?
Damn, Tim.
For the wonder of it all. Meet me in the Ukraine. There you go. Donald Trump being inspired by the great
now
Foxwoods
it's-
commercial basically saying, hey, listen, folks.
Now, did you hear that sequence of events occur?
Because
by
Trump's
the
a
way?
gambling man. He's a
You
casino
did?
man.
Okay.
He likes to spin the wheel. He likes
No,
to
and
roll
it's
of
outside the
dice.
game. It does the
Morgan and
game's
Morgan is
frozen.
America's
Game
largest
won't come
personal injury
up.
law firm. And you know why? Because they are successful. Their
No, but it
fee is
started in the
free
game. My
unless
frustration
you win.
started
Morgan
with
and
the
Morgan has
game, and
recovered
then
over
it
$25 billion
escaped out. Yeah, just
for over half a
weird,
million
dude.
clients. Morgan and Morgan has a proven track record of
So
fighting to
then,
get you
because
full and
I'm
fair
frustrated by the game, I can't
compensation. They have
handle
over 100
Tim.
offices,
Fucking
more than 1,000 lawyers nationwide. All firms are not
So
the
I'm
same,
like,
folks. If you're
okay,
ever
dude, I'm
injured, you can
trying.
check
So
out
then I
Morgan and
just
Morgan.
want to
Their
turn
fee is
down
free.
Tim's
Again,
podcast a
unless
little
you
bit,
win.
right?
For more information, go to
So then I
forthepeople.com/TIM or dial pound law
You
pound
see it?
529 from your
So
cell
then
phone.
I'm
That's
just trying to get out to turn Tim down just a little bit right now because I'm a little frustrated.
£529 from your cell. I'm telling you, you
And then
won't
the
regret it.
game
This is one of those things where
freezes.
if you're injured in any way, if you need
It's just
representation in
weird,
any
dude.
way,
It's
and
like,
you want
what
a
is
great law firm
happening right
to make
now?
sure that you are getting full and fair
Just breathe,
compensation
breathe.
if you have been wronged, you've got to go to Morgan & Morgan. This is a paid advertisement.
Just gotta breathe. No, the map
They're
does that little
indicting James Comey,
D&D
and probably
trick
for pretty
where
good
it's
reason.
multi-levels,
James
but it's
Comey,
on
there was a lot
one
of
map,
fuckery
so it makes it
with
difficult
Comey.
to read
The
because you think
FBI,
this
by the way,
road goes
we
into
always
this
think of the
road, but
CIA
actually,
'cause
no,
that's
that
the
road's
sexy
above that
one.
road. And
But the FBI is one of the
you
most
know what I
corrupt
mean?
organizations in the history
That's
of
an
this
old
country.
trick to make you confused
And more and more we find out about the
and make your
FBI,
mind.
the worse
It does something. It's
By the way, how many
your
people did
mind
they have
can't
at
remember it.
J6?
Yeah.
Did we know this? About 275 undercover agents at January 6th? Were they the people opening the doors to the Capitol and letting people in, perhaps? 200, I believe 275, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
275 plainclothes FBI agents.
Yeah, and if you get on the road and you think it goes
January
there, no, it
6th.
literally is like,
Reggie
no.
Whitmer comes out and goes, a bunch of white supremacists try to
You'll go
kidnap
on
me.
this-
We
yeah,
find
it's
out like
bad.
12 of the 15 were FBI informants. Okay? The Boston Marathon bombing. You have Tamerlan Tsarnaev,
But yeah, that's the
Dokar
world.
Tsarnaev. One of the
Gotta pay
witnesses
attention,
was
dude.
friends
You gotta
with
be
both of those
assertive. You gotta
guys in the
have a
Boston
plan. You
Marathon
gotta
bombing.
focus. You
The
gotta-
FBI ends up killing during some interrogation
Come
at this
on,
guy's
dude.
house.
Where
They
am
don't
I
bring him to
going,
an FBI
dude?
field
Oh my
office.
God,
I
what
guess they don't pat him
happened?
down.
Okay, I missed the
Apparently, he went
turn.
and grabbed something and he
Turn
tried
around,
to kill
missed
an
the
FBI
turn.
agent.
Oh, it's
And they
frustrating
killed
now.
this guy
Mouse
who
isn't
knew
working.
both
Dude, I can't handle
Joe
Tim right now, dude.
Zokar
Okay.
and Tamerlan
Okay, Tim.
Tsarnaev.
Okay, Tim.
and
Okay,
the
bro.
Boston
Okay. Woo. Whoa. No, that's like you talked about in the classroom. Just get it. And he's not even taking an air. Not even taking a breath in between the words. Hey, I gotta turn it off.
Come on, Carl, what you pissing about for? Please, Carl, come on, hurry the fucking driving.
I'm trying, chick. I'm trying. Look, dude, it's literally working. The map is literally working against me, lady. Trying to kill both of us. I'm sorry.
Please, Carl, come on, hurry the fucking driving. See you soon, handsome. Next time we play really rough.
Yeah, that's cool, but we can also play for some real money. I got some money to, well, it's a long story, but I need some serious paper fast.
You come and see me again soon. We rob a real bank.
Okay, Joe.
Hey, Holmes, I've been busy.
Caesar, what's up?
I can smell nitrous oxide from a mile off. Racing, my friend. Cars, not beautiful cars, but fast, man, fast.
What are you talking about?
Street racers from San Fierro. They meet out here to tear up the blacktop. No chota choppers. You want to make some money?
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Why you keep asking me that, Holmes? I told you, I don't know. What the Holiness does his business is his business. Just get a fast car and meet me in Kendall just south of Montgomery. See you, man.
Oh, yeah, go check them. Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, I thought you as well.
Bombing stinks to high hell that we had a prior relationship with those guys. Here's a fun fact, by the way. Tamerlan Tsarnaev, Dzhokhar, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Dzhokhar. Their uncle, Rusli Tsarnaev, married Samantha Fuller. Samantha Fuller, I believe her father or grandfather, but it doesn't matter, but I believe it might have been her father, was Graham Fuller, who was the CIA, the architect of the CIA's Middle East policy. So it is kind of an odd, wacky coincidence that these two terrorists, their uncle married into a prominent CIA family. That is, at the very least, that's a big coincidence. You know, what really is a coincidence is if you sit on a Southwest flight next to someone and you're both going to Disney World. Not that two terrorists have an uncle who married into a prominent CIA family, and then the FBI afterwards starts going, we have no idea how this happened, and there's so many links between those bombers and the feds that they possibly were recruited by the FBI, that maybe they were informants and the Bureau was covering their tracks. The Oklahoma City bombing is fucking nuts. The FBI is the shadiest organization. It might be as shady as the CIA or more shady than the CIA, by the way. And the reason for that is because the FBI is recruiting people in our own country to be informants. They're working with people in our own country. They're working with, which the CIA, by the way, is supposedly not doing. Now we know that's bullshit. But supposedly the CIA's mission is to work outside of the borders of the United States. Whereas the FBI is very much working here on U.S. soil and finding some very fun folks. So the FBI, again, 275 plainclothes agents in January 6th crowd. Now, James Comey was the head of the FBI. James Comey was the FBI director. Bring that up. From when to when? Just setting up the type of agency that he ran. So James Comey was running the FBI. You know, he had that tarmac meeting with I believe it was Bill Clinton. He also, where he was admonished for the Hillary email stuff. He was appointed by Obama in 2013, and Trump dismissed him in 2017. When was the Boston Marathon bombing?
Oh, I see it. Yes, I can.
I don't even remember. Probably a long time ago. April 15, 2013. And now Comey was appointed when?
September 4th, 2013.
Okay, so right after the Boston Marathon bombing, he is appointed. So he is, he's been around a long time, and Donald Trump is getting an indictment. Now, I'm hearing from people. Now, you might not care. You might go, Tim, we don't care. And maybe I'm wrong. But the people that I have as sources are telling me that there are more indictments coming. More indictments are coming. By the way, and this is just something interesting because, again, this is, this was done to Trump. He's now going to all of his enemies and he's going to fight them in the courts. And this is what's going to happen. This is what happens when the democratic process breaks down and people move into the courts. And then when the courts fail, that moves into the street and it moves into violence, which nobody wants, but this is just how things degenerate. Michael Rubin, by the way, who's a George Soros acolyte, who's very close with George Soros. Michael Rubin, good friend of the show. Michael Rubin, friend of the show. Michael Rubin, today or recently arrested for sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. R-U-B-I-N, Rubin. Sex trafficking, unfortunately, he was arrested along with his assistant, money manager Howard Rubin, not Michael Rubin. Not Michael Rubin. Not Michael Rubin. Not Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin has done nothing wrong. Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. I think he had that white party. He had it every year in the Hamptons, and everyone behaved, and I was never invited. By the way, you know what pisses me off about this Kirk summit? Where is Bill Ackman inviting me somewhere? Bill, Hamptons time. I mean, Billy boy, why don't you bring me over? Why don't you scream at me about Israel? Offer me a couple of shekels. You got Bill Ackman and all these goons yelling at Charlie Kirk in the Hamptons. How about you yell at Tim Dillon with a couple of lobster rolls? Maybe I'll see it your way. Bill Ackman, call me. I'll head out now. I can be there in 2 hours, Bill. Not invited to a goddamn thing. Anywho, did you see Candace Owens? She said this guy wasn't even at the school. I'm not saying that's the case, but she's very interesting, and maybe she's right. Money manager Howard Rubin detained in sex trafficking case after feds cite hitman threat. Famed money manager Howard Rubin was arrested in Connecticut. Connecticut is idyllic, isn't it? The rolling green hills, kind of the White Houses, the old Christmas in Connecticut's a great movie. It just has this old money, Greenwich, New Canaan kind of country club kind of feel. Anyway, so this guy was abusing women in a sex dungeon, and beating them and burning them and kind of whipping them. A judge ordered Rubin detained without bail after prosecutor argues he was a flight risk and that he had discussed hiring a hitman to target women who had filed a civil suit against him. Well, I think he felt like a lot of these women were unappreciative. Go up a little bit.
Oh my God!
Rubin's former personal assistant, Jennifer Powers, was also arrested and charged in the case. Ray Kump had a great line once.
No, you just
the whole
totally
world set
get
up
lost,
for people
dude.
to just be
Well, like,
pedophiles.
you design the map. You design the mini map
Is it the only reason we have bridges?
to get me
so you
lost,
can drive
and I
over
drive
them
in circles,
to beat a woman on the other side? Is that the only reason we have anything?
That's why I remember the map.
Prosecutors also cited the retired Wall Streeter's alleged prior attempts at witness intimidation and said that the victims of the case are universally afraid of him.
Did you have to play test it to make it so
indictment he participated in sex acts with
annoying?
women in luxury hotels in New York and later rented a 2-bedroom penthouse apartment in Manhattan that was converted into a so-called sex dungeon outfitted with bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, and sadomasochism equipment as well as soundproofing.
Suicidal driver.
Allegedly
No,
included
the
a
amount of
device
drivers
to
that are
shock or
suicidal in this
electrocute
game.
women, prosecutors said. During many such encounters, Rubin engaged in conduct beyond the scope of the women's consent. The former Soros Fund management financier and his ex-personal assistant, Powers, 45, spent at least $1 million of Rubin's money operating and maintaining the trafficking. Isn't it funny to have an assistant and go, I need a device that shocks them? I need a shock collar.
I can't
remember the fat cat Oscar? My friend Michelle's cat Oscar's this fat gray cat that I kind of made famous, and it lived in West Hollywood. Now it lives in Florida, but it had a shock collar on because it used to escape. And every time it would escape, it would electrocute it, but it didn't care. It was such a beast. It was like a little raccoon. It would get shocked. It would go, psst, and then just
It's
keep
frozen on
escaping
me.
because he liked just being free and in the street. So he's just fat ass. He would go over the thing and then he would go, "Bzzz," and then he would just keep going with his little paws. And so that wasn't even moral really for a cat. Wasn't really good, I don't think.
It's a coincidence.
But these women, he's shocking them. He's shocking these women. I'm starting to think, and I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'm starting to think that some of these people in high areas of finance
that's the excuse that's using.
are really a problem. And I'm just saying that. I could be wrong. But the shocking of the women and the beating and the proposed murder. The discussions of murdering the woman. These people, and when I say these people, don't, because everyone's going to be
bedtime.
like, what do you mean by that?
Bedtime.
I mean,
come on, guys.
Financial types. They are sometimes into some wacky sex stuff, which is fine, as long as you're not torturing and killing the women. I'm not a moralist. You do whatever you want to do, But when you start, with shocking people and hiring the hitman, it doesn't seem fun anymore. That's not a fetish. It's murder. That's not a fetish. You're trying to kill someone now. You're not. It's a real nut. That guy's a nut. This guy's got neighbors, and that's exactly what they're saying, because that's the way people in Connecticut talk. They go, that guy's a real nut. These women that we used to see coming and going, well, he's tried to kill one of them, and the rest of them were terrified because he would shock them and hit them. So this Howard Rubin guy, I mean, this is when you got to admire Jeffrey Epstein. Now, by the way, let's see what Howard Rubin gets. Let's see if Howard Rubin really gets anything, or if it's one of those